let the tournament begin!
Yeah! Oh no! No, wait! I'm coming! Wait! Yes!
If you look at it purely on the surface, it's a joke. It's a movie about a fat, clumsy panda who loves eating dumplings and accidentally falls out of the sky into a martial arts tournament. It is the ultimate underdog comedy wrapped in beautiful DreamWorks animation. But what if I told you that beneath the slapstick comedy and the Jack Black voice acting, this franchise hides one of the most accurate, deeply profound explorations of Taoist and Buddhist philosophy ever put to film? What if this isn't just a story about a panda learning how to punch? What if it's a perfect, 4-part psychological blueprint for how to survive the human condition? Over the course of 4 films, the Kung Fu Panda series thematically dismantles everything we are taught about success, trauma, identity, and the passage of the time. It takes our deepest anxieties, our desperate need to be special, our crippling fear of the past, and answers them with absolute quiet brutality. Today, we are going to read the Dragon Scroll. We are going to find inner peace, and we are going to look at the terrifying reality of what happens when you finally look in the mirror and realize no one is coming to save you. The first Kung Fu Panda movie asks a very specific psychological question: where does value come from? Po begins the story as a fanboy. He's obsessed with the Furious 5. He collects the action figures, he knows their stats, and he hates himself. He works in a noodle shop, staying up at the Jade Palace, believing that greatness is something that exists out there. He believes that to be valuable, he has to become someone else, and the entire martial arts would agree with him. They believe that ultimate power is locked away inside a physical object, the Dragon Scroll. The villain of the first film, Tai Lung, represents entitlement. He was told from childhood that he was destined for the scroll. He destroyed the valley to get it, because he believed the scroll would finally validate his existence. And then, the climax of the film strips it all away. Po finally opens the legendary Dragon Scroll, the object that is supposed to grant limitless power. And it's blank. It is just a reflective, golden surface. A mirror. This is one of the most brilliant philosophical reveals in modern cinema. It ties perfectly into the running joke of his father's secret ingredient noodle soup. His father finally confesses.
Ingredient is nothing.
Huh?
You heard me. Nothing. There is no secret ingredient.
Wait. It's just plain old noodle soup? You don't add some kind of special sauce or something?
Don't have to. To make something special, you just have to believe it's special.
We spend our entire lives looking for the Dragon Scroll. We look for it in money, in a promotion, in a perfect relationship, or in a mentor who will finally tell us we are good enough. We are convinced that there is a secret ingredient out there that will suddenly make us powerful. But the scroll is a mirror. It's the terrifying, liberating realization that the universe is entirely empty of inherent meaning until you provide it. Everything is on you. The solution to your inadequacy isn't the secret technique. The solution is the paper showing you your own face. The power only exists the exact second you stop looking for it outside of yourself. If the first film is about finding yourself first, the second film asks a much darker question. What do you do when your past is completely broken? Kung Fu Panda 2 introduced us to Lord Shen, a peacock who was prophesied to be defeated by a warrior of black and white. To stop this destiny, Shen commits a mass genocide against the pandas. He murders Po's mother. This film is a masterclass in how humans process trauma. Lord Shen is consumed by his past. His parents punished him for his crimes, and he spends his entire life building cannons to conquer China, desperately trying to rewrite his story. He's fighting the past with fire and steel. Po, on the other hand, suddenly uncovers the repressed memory of his mother's death. his mind shatters. He realizes his entire life is built on a tragedy. Master Shifu tells Po that the only way to defeat Shen is to find inner peace. But how do you find peace when you have been violently wronged? The climax of this film provides the answer, and it's stunning. Shen fires a massive flaming cannonball directly at Po. It is the ultimate weapon of destruction, the physical manifestation of Shen's rage and Po's trauma. But Po doesn't block it. He doesn't punch it. He doesn't run from it. He catches it. He lets it enter his space. He accepts the momentum of the weapon, circles it around his body, and redirects it back. This is the physical embodiment of inner peace. Inner peace is not the absence of chaos. It's not sitting on a quiet mountain, ignoring the world. Inner peace is the ability to stand in the middle of war zone, look at the trauma flying toward you, and say, I accept that this happened to me. Shen asks for how he found peace. Shen says, your parents didn't love you. And Po replies,
Gotta let go of that stuff from the past, because it just doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what you choose to be now.
Shen cannot accept his scars. He fights his trauma until it literally crushes him under the weight of his own weapon. Po accepts his trauma, allows it to flow through him, and uses it to restore balance. You cannot control what the world fires at you. You can only control how you let it move through you. Once you realize the power is inside you, and once you make peace with your broken past, what's left? Kung Fu Panda 3 forces Po to face the ultimate existential crisis: identity. He finally finds his biological father and travels to the sacred Panda village. But at the same time, a supernatural William named Kai is stealing the chi, the life force of every master in the spirit realm. Shifu gives Po an impossible task. Po must transition from being a student to being a teacher. Po tries to teach the pandas kung fu by making them act exactly like the Furious Five, and it's a spectacular disaster. It isn't until Po remembers Shifu's words that the philosophy of the third film kicks into place. Shifu said,
If you only do what you can do, you will never be more than you are now. I'm not trying to turn you into me. I'm trying to turn you into you.
This is the Taoist concept of Wu Wei, often translated as non-doing or effortless action. It doesn't mean being lazy. It means aligning with your true nature. A fish shouldn't try to fly. A panda shouldn't try to fight like a mantis. Po realizes he can't teach the pandas to be traditional warriors, but he can teach them to be the ultimate versions of themselves. He weaponizes their natural behaviors, hugging, rolling, ribbon dancing. When Kai arrives, stealing the identity and energy of others to make himself stronger, Po defeats him not through physical force, but by mastering his own chi and giving it away freely. He realized that true identity isn't something you hoard. It is something you cultivate and share. You cannot reach your ultimate potential by tracing the footsteps of someone else. You only master the world when you finally, unapologetically, master yourself. And this brings us to the final lesson, the hardest one of all. In Kung Fu Panda 4, Po is told something terrifying. His time as a dragon warrior is over. It is time for him to choose a successor and become the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace. He actively fights this. He doesn't want to let go. Being the dragon warrior is his entire identity. It is what made him special. It's what saved him from being just a noodle maker. How do you walk away from the thing that gives your life meaning? The villain of this chapter, the chameleon, is a creature who steals the forms of others because she has no power of her own. She is stagnant. She clings to the past, stealing old techniques because she cannot grow anything new. But the philosophy of the universe demands movement. In Eastern philosophy, suffering is caused by attachment. When we cling to a phase of our life, even a beautiful, successful phase, we disrupt the natural flow of time. A flower must drop its petals to bear fruit. The day must die for the night to arrive. Po has to realize that the title of Dragon Warrior was never the end of his journey, it was just a chapter. True wisdom is not holding on to the sword forever. True wisdom is knowing when to set it down, step aside, and guide the next generation. A panda falls out of the sky. He looks at a blank piece of paper. He catches a drop of water. He catches a cannonball. We watch these movies and we laugh, because the animation is beautiful and the jokes are perfectly timed. We file them away as children's entertainment, safe and neatly categorized. But the philosophy breathing underneath the ink and the pixel is not safe. It's a quiet, relentless dismantling of the human ego. We spend decades of our lives running on a treadmill of external validation. We chase titles, we hoard money, and we desperately seek out secret ingredients, hoping that if we just gather enough things, the crashing weight of our past and the uncertainty of our future will magically disappear. But the scroll remains blank. The universe will never hand you an answer. It will only ever hand you a mirror. It will force you to stand in the wreckage of your own life, look at the fire flying toward you, and realize that you cannot control the cannons. You can only control your hands. There is no secret ingredient, there is no magic technique, there is only the agonizing, beautiful reality of the present moment. The question is not whether you have the what it takes to be a dragon warrior. The question is how long you are going to keep pretending the answer is hiding somewhere else.